Your Samsung Galaxy has 4 game-changing features that 95% of Samsung Galaxy users never even find. And one can literally double your RAM up to 8 GB for free. Also, if you had a lot of widgets on many pages, which is crazy, you can finally stack them on top of each other once you watch this video. So let's get started right now. I'm actually going to start with the smart widgets. It's what's called. You can actually stack widgets right now. For example, my Google here, Google search widget or something else. I can click on widgets right here. And then you can see smart widgets right here. Probably never tried it, but if you haven't, I recommend you try it right now. Click on one of the smart widgets and it will be added to your home screen. Afterwards, you can hold it to edit it. And then right here, we have some settings, which if we click on it, we can customize it however we want. And right here, we have a smart widget that has my digital clock, note creator, and screen time. You can see that right here. And once I click on add widget, I can select any widget I want from any applications completely for free and can stack up to 7, which is a lot. You can swipe it and change them. Let me show you how to do that. For example, my digital well-being, how much screen time I've been using. I think it's quite important. You probably also want to see the weather or something like that. So I have it right here, and once I swipe to any site, you can see that it changes. And it changes the widgets in order, and now you can have everything on one screen and not on multiple pages. Let's go to the next one, and that is upgrading your RAM completely for free. Do know some devices don't support it, but if it does, I recommend that you try to find it right now. The only thing we need to do is to go to the settings. So you can scroll down, and then here we have a settings button which opens this. And now we need to go to battery and device care. You can find it by scrolling down, and then we should be able to find battery and device care right here. So I'm pretty sure it opened. Yes, it does. And right here, let's click on memory. Right here, if you click on memory, you can actually preview how much memory is using right now, how much you have, and we can clean it. But below here, we have the upgrade button, the RAM Plus. I recommend that you turn this up all the way. It takes up some storage. You only have to restart your phone once, and you have been upgraded with the total RAM. It is best sometimes for games and stability that you put it on 2 or 4 GB because it is not the fastest RAM. This will allow you to open multiple apps in the background, but if you're playing on Fortnite, I do recommend you put it a little bit lower because it is still storage RAM, which isn't very fast. But it does give you the ability to have multiple apps open and everything. Completely for free. It's built into your Samsung device. I also have a very good tip. You know that a lot of people recommend actually turning off every single app you have open. It's completely stupid. Do you know why? Because every time you have to restart a whole app, it takes up more battery than having it open in the background. Because there are smart ways apps are not using any data in the background. But we're going to be able to change that in the upcoming Samsung battery video, by the way, where I'm going to show you how to save a lot of battery by these background apps. So make sure you're tuned up for that. Let's go to easy Wi-Fi password sharing. We probably all had the problem. You have a friend over, they ask for the password. You need to go to the modem or router and you need to type all those letters. It's annoying, right? But we can do it very much easier. The only thing we need to do is hold down on the Wi-Fi button. Then we have our Wi-Fi itself. Now we need to click on the settings button. Right here we have all options. Let's click on the QR code. If you scan this QR code, you can do it. You're not on my home Wi-Fi, I don't care. But if your friend scans this, they have instant access to your Wi-Fi. And let's say that you want to share it with them. You also have a share button. You can send it to them via WhatsApp or SMS and will be able to access your Wi-Fi in a snap without entering any passwords. I highly recommend this. It's a lot faster sharing the password. Another thing, but it is actually more personal, is this annoying navigation button. If you don't like this and you want that cool swipe feature that iPhone has, let's go and change that in the settings app. Right here, the only thing we need to do is to go to swipes gestures. We can find it in the display settings. Right here we have display settings. Let's open it. And then right here, we need to scroll down, I'm pretty sure. And then we find navigation bar right here. The navigation bar, once we click on it, we can easily select swipe gestures. You probably need to adjust to how it works, but let me explain you how it works without struggle. And of course, it has a learning curve, but it can be quite more comfortable. Let me turn it on. Right here, you can see it just switched. If you go up like this, just once, nothing else, it will go to the home screen. If you hold it down, it will open the apps drawer. You can find your apps here that are open. If you hold it, there you go. If you go to left or right, you go to the previous page. So let me show you right here on the settings app. If I go left or right, it doesn't matter, one of these, actually go to the previous page every single time, left or right. So it doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed, it is made for both. If you hold your finger right here, I'm pretty sure if you keep holding it, if you have that Google button thing, if you hold it down right here, it will open. That's another one. And it should be a setting somewhere here, or it's probably here. Now my phone doesn't have it, but some phones, if you hold it down here, you will open the Gemini preview app. And right here we also have extra settings if you did want to change it, like the button, that it's in the middle and here or here. But it depends if you prefer that. The standard one, I'm going to show it again, is home screen is once up. Holding down shows you the apps that are open. I can click on it. And one here or here goes one page back. It's the same for both. Yes, exactly. So if you prefer that, it is actually a lot smoother. You have some more space down here. Let's say you're watching Netflix, you're watching it like this. You have some little bit more space here, which could be a little bit nicer. You have some more screen usage if you prefer this. And also, by the way, for battery usage, I do really recommend that if you're not gaming, you're just texting and not scrolling too much, that if you have the motion adaptive, that you put it on 60 Hz and not 120, it takes like 2 times the battery. And if you're not using it often, 60 Hz is more than fine. But I'm telling you, the learning curve is about 2 days. Navigation bar does give you more space, and it also looks a little bit nicer, right? There's nothing in the way here. For tutorials, I am going to keep it to the basics because I can't really preview my screen, and doing this is quite easier. You'll get used to it, don't worry. But right now you have unlocked some features that some people don't even know. Probably navigation bar they do know, but it does give you some more space, and I do really prefer it myself. But the other ones are like savers, like the RAM Plus, and also home screen having more space. That saves you so much eventually. And also Wi-Fi password sharing is crazy these days, and having a QR code actually saves you tons of time. Make sure to check out NordVPN. It's 74% off, and I have it also on my phone right here if you don't believe that I'm using it, and it's right now or not. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.